Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. During the last part, I covered several Veer-Submit levels, so in this part, I'll be covering at least 4 or 5 more Veer-Submit levels, starting out with this one. Double Freeze My Skullman, 11 plays and a score of 1. As always, if you want one of your levels to be featured in a part like this one, please leave both your level name and level ID in the comment section below or direct message me on Twitter. Also, as always, the full disclaimer of this entire LP series is linked in the description below. Also in the description are the timestamps for all the levels I cover in these parts. So if you want to check if your level was covered in one of these parts, check the description. Okay, Mega Buster, no charging, just jump, shoot, and slide. So it's gonna be a traditional level, I guess. An Ice Team level as well. I wonder if there are any secrets over there, if I could damage boost. Oh well, better safe than sorry. I expected the game to do that. This segment reminds me kind of Iceman's segment back in Mega Man 1. I see there. Good thing I memorized it quickly. Oh, these jumps, I really don't like these types of jumps. Especially with ice physics. There's always the chance of falling off if you're not careful. At the very least, we're entering Kazakh Citadel with the ice storm going on in the background. So this stage definitely fulfills the ice stage category. I wonder why it's called Double Freeze though. At the very least, all the enemy types are being introduced in a safe enough environment. Like what we saw with the spines, the cannons, as well as the walking bombs. And now we're out again. Oh, that's what they meant. Oh, there was an invisible door there. Sadly, I was unable to get the tank, but it's not a major loss. Well, we exited Kazakh Citadel and now we're in Wily Fortress, I believe. That's quite a quick transition, nothing too bad. And now we have a water segment as well. That missile fish wasn't doing anything, but I wanted to take care of it just in case. Besides, I wanted to dodge the Power Massler. Oh, that's why it's called Double Freeze. We're fighting 2 Icemen at once. I think it's best to focus on one at a time because they share the same health bar. They have different health bars. Easier said than done, especially with how much damage they do. That was close. Well, that's a neat way of finishing off this level. It was a short but sweet traditional stage, with nice challenge progression, and I really like the aesthetics, so I will give it a thumbs up. It was kind of a breeze, so it's probably a 5 or 5.5 out of 10 for me. Nothing too revolutionary, but it's a nice stage. Okay, second on the lineup is DJHN-001 Sparky Man by JetHawk74. 6 plays and a score of 1. Now, JetHawk didn't literally submit this level, but I decided to cover it because I realized that there are 8 Roadmaster stages, a first series of castle stages, and a second series of castle stages. So I believe going through all the Roadmaster stages first, then the Fortress levels will be nice. To at least do the levels in the order that the level creator intended. Whole bunch of special weapons. Should we go left or right? Let's go left first. Oh, it's just an M-tank. I thought it'd be an alternate route in its entirety. Nothing too problematic. Let me just get the skull barrier. Or magnet beam, that works too. Thankfully, Sparkman isn't too difficult of a boss fight, so I shouldn't worry too much. I also have Flash Stopper in order to make the stage even easier. so far so good. That's kind of a surprise drop over there. But at least you have about as much time to react to it. Oh shoot, that was my fault. I didn't realize I could knock back that far, so unfortunately I have to repeat the stage now. It's nothing too bad, it's only a few screens away, but it was more my fault anyway. The moral of the story there in my previous stat is be careful of how far you're knocked back. Always pay attention. Well, that was a rather precarious segment, especially with the limited blocks suspended over a dead pit, but it isn't too bad. And now we have this long falling segment. I wish there was a checkpoint nearby. I'm really worried about that beak over there. Thankfully, it's no problem anymore. And thank you for the 2 large life restores. Those are necessary, especially with the enemy gauntlet before. That's good placement. Ah, neat. We also have this segment where you need to fight 2 Power Masters at once, like a mini-boss encounter. Which wasn't too bad, but this acts like a nice mini-boss room. Ah, and this is the perfect place for the checkpoint, right after the mini-boss. It isn't too farly spaced between the first start of the stage, so it isn't too bad. I see, now the stage is getting a bit harder because we're combining usage of the elect blocks, as well as the suspended blocks gimmicks from earlier. I'll go for that. Might as well, just for safety. That wasn't necessary, but I really wanted to take care of that Sniper Joe. After all, there are 4 small life energies over there anyway. Now we have to move forward with this gauntlet of all these rollers, and Sniper Joe's over there, of course. That should do the trick. The brick drop is wonderful against Sniper Joe's, especially if you can get 2 of them hitting Sniper Joe at once. I see 2 alternate routes there. Let's go for it. After all, I have Magnet Beam. That way I can just jump over the spikes easily. If I didn't, it'd be a lot more precarious, and I think it'd only be one way. The stated challenge progression seems to be nice. We were introduced to this gimmick in the first room before the mini-boss, now we have a tougher version. And I guess this is where the stage ends. This felt like 1.5 of a normal stage length in a traditional Mega Man stage. But still, it was fun. It's not as bad as Druid Woman was, which is in the future, which was made after this, I think. So it was a nice, electric-oriented stage. And I like the aesthetics. Now time to fight Spark Man. What's your weakness? Metal Blade. Overall, I'd probably give it a 5.5 out of 10. Normally I give it a 6 out of 10 with my first playthrough, but after repeated playthroughs, it'll probably drop down to 5.5. Nonetheless, it gets my seal of approval. It's a on par to decent level, I would say. Third up is Go Up by Fantomp, 10 plays and a score of 1. Okay, let's see what this level has to offer. Only direction we can go is up. I do see usage of the air shooter though. Oh, interesting. We gotta be a bit careful with the killer bullets there. That's a neat usage of using the mag flies though. That I agree with. So this is effectively a ascent challenge, or a tower climbing. That was close, and yet I still got hit there. That's a better way of doing it. I see. Alright. Now that I completed this challenge, I have to go all the way back down without dying. And I died anyway because ice physics. At the very least, there's a checkpoint right over here, so it isn't too bad. So what I need to do is go back over here, grab the air shooter, and jump all the way down. Really, the harder part is getting back down, I would say. And now we have full life restore as well as weapon energy. I guess this is where we fight the boss or something. This is a neat arena. Oh, Magnet Man, that's unique. Where are you, Magnet Man? Oh, that's gonna be a slight problem though. Especially with him pulling me randomly, and his jumping arc's gonna be messed up too. If only he stopped doing that. Well, Go Up was a neat concept or starting point of the stage. I would like to see the going up portions taken further. Like, I was half expecting the first segment to be done where we unlock the air shooter, then after the checkpoint we go into a second segment where you have to unlock something like the crash bomber, rinse and repeat 2 or 3 more times, then we fight the boss. That would be a nice way of extending the level. As it stands right now, it feels like a third of a level, but it's a nice starting point for future stages. Fourth on the lineup is Flappy Nado Bird by MAGMAX, 38 plays and a score of 7. This seems to be a shorter stage as well. I wonder if it's going to be one of those gimmick-oriented levels. And of course we have the Nado, though it's limited. Yeah, gimmick-oriented. I expected as much. Well, thank you for all the E-tanks. That's appreciated. Oh, okay, so there is some challenge with getting up at the correct points. And I'm not too frustrated with repeating the stage. After all, there's always these large weapon capsules. Okay, you have to be at the edge of your jump. otherwise you will not be able to make it properly. It's just repetitions of the same thing over and over for now. Phew, that was a bit of a close one there. Thank you for all the M tanks. And that's the end of the stage. That's not how the door is supposed to work, but oh well. Time to fight the boss. aka Top Man who's standing on a cloud for whatever reason. No, that's not his weakness. Oh, his bouncing is gonna make things a little bit more difficult. At the very least, because of how he bounces, I can always be immune to his attacks as long as they stay down here. On the opposing side, though. So that was Flappy Nado Bird, a short concept level that recreates Flappy Bird using the Nado. It was short, but honestly, I would have liked there to be enemies or something. But then again, it's a recreation of something that was simple in the first place. And honestly, I never really found Flappy Bird that appealing outside of being a rather short time waster. Fifth on the lineup is Kaizo Cave Tours by Woctor Daily. 20 plays and a score of 2. Oh joy, Kaizo levels. Well, I don't know what to say here. I may not be able to complete this legitimately, so I may need to use the level editor, but we'll have to see. Let's see how trollish / Kaizo-ish this level is. Top spin, charge kick, windstorm. Those are a little bit concerning. Those choices of weaponry are quite often used in Kaizo levels. Let me try something. Okay, I can do that. Oh no. I see what they want me to do there. I'm going to have to chain using the charge kick, the top spin, and wind Nado over there. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it. And if this is the basic level challenge, I'm quite afraid what the next challenge is going to be. That's how you're supposed to do it. Would like a checkpoint there, but I doubt I'm going to get any leniency with this type of stage. At least there are no surprise blocks yet. Ah, these hoppers are so annoying to kill. Especially because they respawn just over here, and my normal shots can't hit them properly. I was hoping to turn to the left more, but it rockets me upwards so quickly it's not possible. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like this stage, especially with what's going on. Even if I can't complete the stage, I'll promise to show the rest of the stage design using the level editor. Oh. Of course, there's spikes right over there. Meaning that I know what I have to do. I'll give it 1 or 2 more shots, then I'll just move on to the next level. It's honestly not fun going to see me repeatedly fail over and over. This stage is definitely outside my preference and comfort zone. Quick weapon switch the wrong way. At the very least, the weapons are organized logically, so it isn't too bad in that regard. There we go, that's how you're supposed to do it. At least this stage is well showcasing how to chain up all the 3 utilities together. So this stage, I directly say, is designed only for really pro players who know how to utilize the top spins, charge kicks, and wind tornadoes at more advanced properties. Oh, I see. At least I think I see what I have to do there. I always have problems trying to position myself on the shield attackers, especially because they slowly move faster than what Mega Man can travel at. And that was just bad timing on my part. Well, that's not what I intended, but that works. What just happened there? Oh, I basically hit the ceiling over there. That's not how you intended to do it, but I guess that works. I think I know what's up there, but I want to check. Oh, I was expecting to just jump into spikes or something, but no, there's this free E-tank there. Well, not free, but you know, you catch my drift. I'm gonna be surprised there. Charge kick time. Oh, I see. I'll give it one more shot, and then I'll just use the level editor. It's probably gonna get much harder near the end, and I give my most honest attempt. At the very least, this stage didn't pull that many jerk maneuvers, it's just really more advanced maneuvers. Yeah, I understand what you need to do here, it's careful positioning, and I can't use the wind tornado there because I'll embed myself in the spikes. So, I'll exit out of here. If there's one thing about this stage I'll give it credit for, it's the fact that even though it's called Kaizo, I don't really see any jerk maneuvers here. All of these are really advanced maneuvers for players who understand how to use those 3 movement boosting utilities and how to chain them together. This was well illustrated with that first challenge, or rather the second challenge, where I need to chain together the charge kick, the top spin, as well as the wind tornado in order to progress onwards. And there is a solid challenge progression getting harder from 1 to 1, and the checkpoint placement seems to be fine. It seems to be placed after every 2 or 3 challenges. So it is solid in that regard, and I haven't seen any trollish maneuvers. So, I'll give it a thumbs up tentatively, but as I said, this is outside of my comfort area and out of my preference area for levels. As promised, it's time to take a look at the level structure of this stage. After all, I haven't completed it, but some viewer may want to try it out themselves, and I want to see what the challenge progression of this stage is anyways. For more skilled players who know how to utilize the charge kick to jump in, jump out, they'll get an E-tank, so they're well rewarded in that regard. Here you're supposed to use the charge kick air jumping, I guess, or perhaps damage boosting, but I don't know how to do that. Good, there's a checkpoint right over there. Okay, several usages of sliding and then charge kick jumping. And then Nado jumping here, or wind tornado. Then you need to use the charge kicks air jumping. Then you have to use the top spin on this one, and then use the charge kick to jump on this one, switch back to top spin, bounce off of this one, or use the wind tornado, bounce up here, collect the large weapon energies. I'm really thankful that all these segments always have these large weapon energy capsules, so there was no chance of being forced to reset or restart the last checkpoint. Okay, jump down here. I guess we use the toss spin, jump over here, to activate these, use the Nado to, or Wind Tornado to jump up, use charge kicks, chain it here, and jump out. Would like a checkpoint here, but okay, here it is. Though you could potentially miss it if you're not careful, so I'd like a checkpoint there. Because in order to access the checkpoint, you need to do a charge kick plus the top spin bounce here. Down we go, down over here. We need to quickly use top spin plus charge kick. That's a ominous hole here. I guess we bounce off of here, do a charge kick, toss spin jump over here, thank you for the checkpoint. A lot more advanced maneuvers here where you need to do charge kick, toss spin, then wind tornado bounce up here. You have to use repeated wind tornado bounces in order to get up here, plus the charge kick air jump in order to bounce up here. Yeah, yikes, this is quite advanced maneuvers. And for more advanced players, if they really want to get the tank, they can backtrack down over here, or just use the wind tornado bounce to get up here and get it here. Would like a checkpoint right over here though. Thankfully, there's a checkpoint right at this point, right at the boss encounter, where we fight Flappy Man with all these spikes everywhere. But honestly, considering the lead up to this stage, or the build up to this boss fight, it's a lot less difficult to fight the boss, as long as you don't embed yourself in the spikes somehow. So I guess Flappy Man's weakness here... Okay, it's a toss spin, no wonder there are spikes up here so you don't accidentally bounce yourself into spikes. So I suggest just using the charge shot or something. But looking throughout the stage, I say there's a solid challenge progression from challenge 1 to the final challenge N or whatever it is. And they all use a combination of the charge kicks advanced capabilities, the toss spin's advanced capabilities, as well as the wind tornado's advanced capabilities, without being too jerkish, and there aren't really any trollish maneuvers. This stage really just demands a high level of technical prowess of using these special weapons and understanding Mega Man Maker's physics engine. So for that, I honestly would keep my thumbs up rating for this stage. So good work, Whitey Quartz. So overall, out of the 5 levels I played in this part, my favorite level would definitely be Sparky Man, with an honorable mention going out to Double Freeze. So in the next part, I'll be covering several more viewer submitted levels. Well then, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles!